All right, Golden State. Is it too soon to say this might be the worst trade we've ever made in the past 4 seasons? By far. I'm just wondering, is it too soon? Because I'm under the impression this most asinine, stupidest thing we could have ever done. And the part that's really bugging me the most is what was the rush? What was the rush in trading Jonathan Kaminga at this trade deadline? And then what make it worse is why would you trade him for a player that has been riddled with injury and just health issues for the past couple seasons? He has barely played these past few seasons. Why would you trade Jonathan Kaminga for him? Now, if we're talking about a healthy Kristaps Porzingis, like I said, this will be, in my eyes, a solid trade, a solid addition. But since he's been with Golden State, it's only been like a week or so. So it's not like I'm gonna have to preface my comments by saying I'm not trying to overreact, but at the same time, we've already have seen now that there's going to be issues with his availability going forward. He played that one game, looked good. It wasn't the greatest game. It wasn't the greatest debut, but for what we needed to see from him, he showed some promise. So, and I was hoping following that game he would at least play one of the next 2 games we've had, but no, he's missed both games with sickness or illness, and it's hard to make, what can we make from this situation? Just the fact that already he has shown availability will be a big question mark for him going forward. So once again, it just raises the question as to why did we trade? Okay, y'all wasn't playing him. Okay, cool. Y'all wanted to trade him this deadline, sure. Why for Kristaps Porzingis? As a matter of fact, I would have rather traded him for Anthony Davis. Both players are injured, but at least I know AD has superstar potential when he's healthy. That's the issue I'm having. Really, did we just do what I think we did, and then what make it worse would put salt on the wound for me and for, I'm pretty sure, a lot of Warriors fans who was rooting for Jonathan Kaminga, who wanted him to still be on the team and just get utilized and actually get minutes. What makes it worse is the fact that he is hooping in Atlanta right now. He's played 2 games and has been against a trash team, but still, this is nothing. It's not like a surprise. We've already seen Jonathan Kaminga do this before. He can put up points. He could put up points in bunches. He could put up 20-point games and stretches throughout the season. It's not even like I looked at those games. Well, I ain't look at the games. I ain't watched the game, but you know what I'm saying. At least from what I've seen, the highlights that I've seen, and from what I've heard about his debut and about the game following, it's not like it's anything new. It's the Jonathan Kaminga I already knew. That's why I was so confused why he was getting DNP'd to begin with. Especially these last 3-4 seasons, I don't understand what was the issue. They keep saying system fit. That's bullcrap. Mind you, he was scoring 20-something points when he was inserted into the starting lineup. Before Jimmy Butler got here, he was scoring 20-something points per game. He was our second best scorer on the team. Now, he gets hurt. You then get Jimmy Butler. And now you say there's no way he could. There's not a way he could fit with this starting lineup. Cool. Even up to that point, got you. You telling me he couldn't come off the bench as our 6-man role? He couldn't take the minutes from Draymond Green or Jimmy Butler to give them breathers? You telling me he couldn't still have averaged 20, 25, 30 plus minutes on his team? This dude was your second leading scorer before Jimmy Butler came. When Jimmy Butler got there, he would be considered your third best scoring option. So the fact that y'all couldn't find a way to get him minutes consistently on a team that lacks scoring punch outside of Steph Curry, you would think you could find a way to get him at least some touches or at least some type of role on this team. And what made it strange to me is the fact that this is also the same dude without Steph Curry was the only one against the Timberwolves that was hooping. He was the only one who actually looked like he was a decent basketball player on that court again in that playoff series. The only one being aggressive, the only one that knew at least how to attack the defense. Everybody else looked shook without Steph Curry. He was the only bright side we had. So the fact that we was so quick to cut ties with him, or we could not find a role for him, is just stupid to me. I don't understand what was the game, what was the whole plan behind this. So what was the rush in trading him this year when our season was already decided? Once Jimmy Butler, first of all, to be fair, before Jimmy Butler even went down, us being a 500 basketball team should have decided our season right then and there. But being that the fact that Jimmy Butler went down, so now our second best player, or our second scoring option to support Steph, is no longer available, and we could not make a trade that can give us another player to replace his impact or replace what he can do for us on a night-in basis. Our season was decided at that moment. So because he wasn't a system fit, he got DNPs. And with them DNPs, his trade value plummeted. And now you telling me we got back Kristaps Porzingis, who for the past few seasons has been unhealthy and barely played, and already has shown that his availability may be a question. Game in, game out. He literally might be a game time decision every game. Just based off how I'm seeing already. He played one game, missed the next 2 games. Come on now. What is going on? And no, okay. See, listen, it's at the point right now. The video's already getting too long, and I'm still mad. I feel like I could talk about this all day. That's how mad I am. So yeah, I think it's best for me to cut this video short and just take a little breather. Watch this game against the Lakers. Just see, maybe is Porzingis playing? Like, is it going to ease at least some of the tension I have, just built up tension I have at the moment? Because as of right now, this is one of the worst trades we've made, and I feel like I can stand on that. I can stand firmly on that one. One of the dumbest things we've done, and like I said, the past 3 seasons has been just dumb trade after dumb trade after dumb trade. But yeah, let me wrap this video up. I don't want to make this too long. Once again, it's probably another one I had to just let this stuff on my chest. I had to vent. I'll catch y'all next one. I'm out.